Comprehensive Plan Amendment number 2019c, amending the future land use map series. Mr. Spade, welcome.
Good afternoon. Thank you. My name is Bill Spaeth. I'm the Sarasota County Planning and Development Services, and I will be presenting the orientation for the board today on this discussion item. Okay, as indicated, it's a request to initiate a publicly initiated comprehensive plan amendment. The number is CPA-2019c. The application material was in your packet. It consisted of the actual amendment itself, modifying the resource management area maps. So this is kind of the description of the amendment. It involves approximately 6,000 acres at the northwest corner of Fruitville Road and Bruner Road. It involves changing the designation of said lands from Village Open Space, RMA, to Resource Heritage Estate, Rural Heritage Estate, RMA, and RMA indicates Resource Management Area. So the VOS RMA provides an option for said lands to develop in the 2050 form of hamlet land use. The Rural Heritage Estate RMA recognizes and supports the existing pattern of very low density, a large lot estate development in ag that's out there. The documents themselves consist of the 20 plus signatures that are required by County Code 9485. Actually, they submitted 60 signatures, of which we were able to authenticate 47 of those through the register's site, voter register site. The RMA 3 map is involved, as well as the designated hamlet land use areas, the application narrative, the supportive public comments that they went through their kind of neighborhood meetings and putting together. And by there, I mean the applicants that consist of the Miakka Community Club area. And the public comments originating from those neighborhood meetings. And then the map showing the subject lands. The process we're going through is really this initial question: should staff even look at a comprehensive plan amendment of this type? And that's what we're here to obtain an answer to. It's not the actual change itself. If the board were to tell us to proceed, we would actually then, as staff, proceed with a full analysis of this question. So what we've done so far is we received the application, that is this application. We went through a public workshop. We went through a public hearing in front of the Planning Commission. And now we're here today for this discussion. The decision then will be, yes, staff proceed with looking at this, or no, staff don't proceed. The two maps involved are the RMA1, as I've indicated, and the RMA3. This is the RMA1 map, which shows all the resource management areas that is a part of the 2050 plan. It's this corner of that map that is the subject of this request. It's approximately 6,000 acres, as I've already stated. Zooming in on that area, this is how it looks as a resource, as the Village Open Space RMA. It's this very kind of spotted light yellow color. And the request is to change that to rural heritage. I applied a translucent covering here, but it would be very similar, not very similar, exactly the same as this yellow here. The RMA3 map is a detail of that Village Open Space designation, and it shows that same area as we zoom in on it as the hamlet land use, and that's what that next map does. It takes the village open space RMA and then indicates certain land uses for certain areas. So some of it's designated for village, some of it's for hamlet, some of it's for greenway, and so forth. So the change is to change that to the yellow as I indicated and change it from the hamlet to the rural heritage estate. So in looking at comprehensive plan amendments, there's, there can be extenuating circumstances that may exist that would need to be addressed. There might be site-specific circumstances that may exist that need to be addressed. Any such request, needs to be supported by facts and data that justify why the amendment should be considered by the board or by the county and the board. And then obviously there must be an addressing of all of the applicable policies that exist that might come into play on any kind of request. In this particular case, this amendment is identifying or possibly touching on capacity issues, residential capacity issues that were part of the 2050 plan. It obviously touches on the 2050 plan's transfer of development rights program. It touches on the three main tenets of 2050, which are the open space, new urbanism, and fiscal neutrality. It may touch on a major roadway network question. It may touch on the rural lifestyle east of the countryside line, and it may touch on environmental questions. And so with that, these are fundamentally the two possible motions that the board might consider today, unless the board wishes to do something different altogether. But predominantly, this is the main question that's in front of the board.